York, the venue for the 127th US Open, the climax to 6 weeks of intense drama and action from the 10 tournaments of the North American hardcourt season. Introduced 5 years ago, the Olympus US Open Series began this season in July in Indianapolis. Robbie Ginepri beating fellow American Sam Querrey in the final.
Hard courts are generally faster than clay courts, even sometimes faster than grass courts, and so I think you get more for your shot with a big serve and big forehand.
It takes a good week and a half to get used to the hard courts again, and it's just a different type of game. You can't serve and volley as much.
Next up, UCLA, home of the LA Tennis Open. Now in its 83rd year, it's Los Angeles' longest-running professional sporting event. And for the players, it's a special tournament.
LA provides a little extra because it's got that element of Hollywood, and it's fascinating.
There is that extra touch of glamour to the LA Open, and this year offered some of the greats of American tennis the chance to catch up and relive past glories.
The buzz of winning, playing in front of a lot of people.
It was third time lucky for 6th seed Sam Querrey. Twice a runner-up this year, the American was crowned LA Open champion. In August, Washington celebrated a new era as it became an ATP World Tour 500 event. Argentinian Juan Martín del Potro defied the heat to win back-to-back titles in the capital.
That's where you have to work a lot, in the heat. That's where you have to spend time on the court when it's hot, You have to play at 12, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so you can resist when you have a match in the heat,
Dating back to 1881, the Rogers Cup is on a roll. Record numbers of fans watched this year's event in Montreal, a home from home for the travelling French.
It's very good for all the French players. We feel a little bit at home here, and it's very nice for us to play here.
I always go out every night, so a lot of good restaurants, and it's a city with life.
Andy Murray became Montreal's first British champion, joining Rafa Nadal with 5 ATP World Tour titles in 2009. Next to Cincinnati for the ATP World Tour Masters 1000 event, where the top 4 made it to the semi-finals. Roger Federer winning his first title since becoming the father of twin girls. The Ivy League University of Yale in Connecticut was the venue for the Pilot Pen tennis tournament in New Haven, the last chance to accumulate points before the US Open. Rain affected the latter stages of the competition, but it didn't stop this Olympus US Open series from delivering record attendances and TV viewing figures. Defending doubles champions Marcelo Melo and André Sarr played their semi-final at Yale's indoor facility, beaten by eventual winners Julian Noel and Jürgen Melzer.
I always liked playing in America, and I still do. It's a different humidity or heat, so every week there's something you have to adjust to. When you play in Montreal, Cincinnati, New Haven, you kind of want to get in a rhythm on hard court. You kind of want to prepare and be in your top form when you get to the Open.
In the singles final, Sam Querrey lost to Fernando Verdasco. But the American claimed this year's Olympus US Open Series title, having appeared in 3 finals, winning once in LA. Querrey celebrated by joining 17-year-old starless Melanie Udin to open trading at the Nasdaq exchange in New York's Times Square. These are exciting times for the 6'6" giant, now 22nd in the rankings. Home conditions clearly suit the 21-year-old Querrey.
Grew up in Southern California, played only on hard court pretty much growing up, and so it's my favorite surface.
Next time on ATP World Tour Uncovered, he's been called the new Roger Federer. We meet rising Bulgarian star Grigor Dimitrov. They're the world's #1 pairing. Daniel Nestor and Nenad Zimonjic give us the inside track on doubles. And the man known as Crackerjack Krajicek tells us what it takes to reach the top and stay there. See you next time.